From the Outer Banks Voice, I'm Sam Walker in Kitty Hawk this Friday morning, and we wanted to tell you, some of y'all probably drove by here, the intersection this morning. It's all gentlemen out here with a certain sign, and he's on a national crusade as he goes around the country. Tell us more about yourself, name, and what's your, I guess your goal of this campaign that you're on is.
Well, okay, I'm Gale McCray. My goal is not so much to, like that guy there, I'm not going to change his opinion. I'm really not out to change anybody's opinion. I'm just here to say we're here and we're not going away. That's the main thing I'm doing. And I found from doing this all over the country, and I didn't expect to be doing this all over the country when I started this. I see that it does affect some people. They feel kind of isolated, especially in smaller towns, to where they have their beliefs, but they don't have any way to reflect it or to get it out there, you know. And that's been an extra bonus of seeing how that's happened.
And you've been getting a lot of help going around to get around the country, collecting donations, people having you stay at their houses, things like that. And you've been across North Carolina. I saw some photos. You were over at Duke yesterday, earlier this week, at Cameron. And how has that gone, and how do you feel that's maybe boosted your spirit, maybe, that there are people out there that feel the same way you do?
Well, it's just unreal. I mean, there's no way I could say I did this. That would be the biggest lie. I get help everywhere. I've got a list of about 50 people throughout the United States who have said I can stay with them when I'm on the road. People give to my GoFundMe account. I've had people just send me money. They trust me. They keep up with me on my Facebook page, and they keep up with me, and then all of a sudden they realize my only agenda is to do this, you know. I mean, I wouldn't even be doing this if it was any other Republican. I guarantee you. I mean, would I like it? No. But would I be going around with a sign if any other Republican president? No. This is about Trump.
What's been the response here on the Outer Banks? I know that you get the heckles from folks, but have you been getting the positives as well?
Oh yeah, I usually get more positives. Just about everywhere, except in a few rare places. It's just people smile. I love it when people just smile. You know, they see the sign. Let's face it, it's not the most threatening sign in the world. And when people smile, that's cool, or they give a thumbs up or honk or wave. But yeah, I mean, it's everything. I get every kind of response there is. You name it, I've got it.
Where are you headed after this?
Well, this is a long trip this time. I'm headed towards D.C. I'd like to make a couple of stops on the way if it's meant to happen. I'm wanting to stay in D.C. for 2 months. I've got enough hosts there so far to stay about five weeks, but it changes all the time. And then after DC, I'll head on up to New York City. I want to stay there a month, but it's always changing. It's a very, I say I'm riding a wave, and a wave, you don't tell it what to do. You just go with what you got.
Holding something this big on the Outer Banks for a couple of days has got to be a challenge with the winds that we get here.
Yeah. In fact, it's usually if it's over 15 miles an hour wind, most of the time I don't get out, because I don't do this every day. The very first story done about me was an online media thing, and it said I'd do this every single day. I've never done this every single day. I will never do this every single day. I mean, I just don't do it.
What is your ultimate goal? What do you feel like this will do?
Well, like I said, I think it just raises awareness. I think it just raises, it tells people you are not alone. It tells people that it's okay to stand up. I hope I'm getting across to people that no matter how old you are, no matter how anything about you, find some way to stand up for what you believe in. That's all. I mean, if anything, I think that would be what I try. I didn't start out with any of these thoughts. I was just a guy. I thought I'd stand at an intersection 6 blocks from my house in Fort Worth whenever the mood hit me, and that would be that. That's really all I thought I'd be doing. And then it just developed, and I've got someone, a great friend. She's very bright. She handles a lot of the tech stuff, the internet stuff, and I don't know all that stuff. So she handles that, and she's the one whose idea was to go to Washington last year. It was her idea to go to get a GoFundMe account. Anyway, it's Laura McGuire's her name, and she's worth her weight in gold, you know.
Tell me about some of the folks you got. I see some signatures on here on the back.
Yeah. Well, most of them are musicians in Oklahoma. That I got. Although there's it's Nora Guthrie, Woody Guthrie's daughter signed it, and a few other people, musicians, and I've got a few friends on here who have signed it. Steve Potes, who's a really great entertainer, and I got a lot of them at the Woody Guthrie. They had a deal at the Woody Guthrie Museum in Tulsa. Mm-hmm. It's just something I came up with at the last minute.
Good luck. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.